what it
like,
is.
oh, you think that's what that is?
Cause I heard the noise.
I just said, oh, that's a dragon outside. You like, oh, that's what that is?
Okay, I'm just saying. I know it's an animal, but I never seen one.
It's a creature, it's not an animal.
A chupacabra is not an animal?
A chupacabra is a mythical creature. They think it's a blood sucking, like, I mean, I guess you can call it an animal, but.
I think it's an animal. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Deja. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a little while since my last video. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button and welcome, welcome, welcome. I did a 6-month challenge, and part of that challenge was to set different goals, and I'll talk more about that in another video, but one of my main goals were to move abroad and do that within 6 months, and I did it in 2. So I'm going to tell you how I did it and why I chose Mexico in this video. Stay tuned. I have been doing some consistent inner work, and I took it upon myself to go on a 6-month challenge or journey into a better me, and part of that challenge was setting 10 goals, and one of my goals were to move abroad within 6 months. I did it in 2. So if you're planning on moving abroad, this is a good video for you. It's kind of just like a checklist. So if you see me looking down, it's because I am looking at my phone. I made some notes for you guys. Number 1, choosing where you would want to move to. So we chose Mexico, and when I say we, me and my boyfriend and our daughter are here in Mexico, Playa del Carmen, to be exact, and we're enjoying it. We've been here for about 3 days now. We chose Mexico because there's no time difference. You can stay up to 6 months without a visa. It's quick and easy to get back home if we needed to. There's no real significant COVID requirements, such as getting a COVID test. Another major reason we chose this destination is because we have a direct flight from our airport. Our airport in RDU is kind of slow right now, and I didn't want to go through like a big major airport like Atlanta airport or anything like that with our daughter due to COVID. We took a flight on a day that was pretty empty. We got first class. We weren't around other people. So we kind of did it that way on purpose because we wanted to come somewhere that wasn't too long of a flight for her. We wouldn't be around a lot of people. We wouldn't go through large airports and places that took precautions. Not saying that these other airports aren't, but we just wanted to be very, very careful, especially when traveling with a child. We chose Playa del Carmen to be exact because it's not as touristy like Tulum and Cancun are one of the major tourist areas right now because of the COVID requirements being so relaxed and easy to get to right now. Playa del Carmen is kind of right in the middle, and we can do everything. We can go to Cozumel, we can go to Cancun, we can go to Tulum. We're in an affordable area. We are walking distance from beautiful beaches. There's just so much to do in this area. So that's kind of why we chose this area. There's a lot of expats in this area, other travelers, people who look like me. You know, I see a lot of sisters in the area, and I love that. And the people are nice and friendly. I feel safe here. Again, it's only been 3 days, but so far so good. I've walked numerous places by myself. I would say so far so good. As far as safety, I feel pretty safe. I read a lot of comments, a lot of reviews, watched a lot of YouTube videos before choosing this destination. I see a lot of female solo travelers who feel very safe in this area, so that contributed a lot to why I wanted to choose this area. If they felt safe here alone, I know that I would be more at ease bringing my child here. So that's why I chose Mexico and why I chose Playa del Carmen. After we chose where we were going to go, we next had to come up with a plan. We had to save some money. So we decided to put some money aside every month, and you know, with our little $600 stimulus check and everything like that, we said we're not going to touch it, and this is going to be our money used to travel. After we saved some money, the next step was looking for an Airbnb or an apartment somewhere to stay. And so we decided to go with an Airbnb, because if you got an apartment or something like that, there are furnished rentals, but a lot of them want you to stay at least 6 months. We didn't want to commit to 6 months. We want to kind of travel month to month. So we're going to be here for 30 days and then hopefully go somewhere else for the next 30 days. Stay tuned in our journey to see where. But yeah, so we decided to go with an Airbnb. A lot of them do have monthly rates, which are cheaper than staying week to week at different places. So we also had to, because we're all working from home, our daughter's doing school from home, we had to find somewhere that has, you know, good Wi-Fi. So that was the main reason we chose this Airbnb, which I will give you guys an Airbnb tour on another video. But yeah, so we just had to find an Airbnb, communicate with different people. If you do decide to go the rental way, there are some places that let you do month-to-month rentals or leases, but they do want, like a normal apartment, a security deposit, which is not that expensive. Rent here for about a 2-bedroom apartment is like $800. So if you want to pay $1,600, we were paying about $1,300, $1,400 for our 2-bedroom apartment back home. So paying $1,600 for the first month, if you know, plan on staying here longer, is not that much money. And then you get the $800 back when you leave. So it is reasonable. If you're going to stay or come here by yourself, you can get something even more reasonable. Again, we paid about $1,200 for this Airbnb because of the location, because again, we did Airbnb, and because the fees that they charge and everything like that. But we wanted somewhere we were sure would have good Wi-Fi, somewhere we were sure was really safe. It maybe would have been cheaper if we would have went another route or contacted the owners and tried to negotiate. We didn't do all of that. We really waited to the last minute to book a spot. So that's, again, plays a role. If you book somewhere sooner in advance, it may be cheaper. So the reason that we took so long to book a place is because we are subleasing our apartment. So we want to make sure that we get the rent before we commit to, you know, paying somewhere else. So we still are in a lease agreement until August. This was all spur of the moment. Luckily, we were able to find someone to sublease our apartment so that we could continue with this opportunity. Thing I didn't mention, after you figure out where you want to go, after that, really you should be looking at your flights, deciding on a flight, looking at the flight price. I skipped over that because we don't have that issue. I work, you know, part-time with an airline where I'm given the luxury of being able to travel when I want to. My family gets to travel with me. So luckily I have that opportunity. First, you have to figure out where you're going. Again, we chose Mexico because of the COVID requirements, because of the affordability and cost of living, because of the safety and the research that we did. Also because of the visa requirements. So with all of those, we decided on Mexico. After we decided on Mexico, we looked for a flight. After we booked our flight, we found an Airbnb. After we found our Airbnb, we started to pack our stuff. That was the hardest thing. Trying to get 2 suitcases each. We got 2 free check bags, 1 carry-on and 1 personal item each. And each of our personal items, we had our book bags with our laptops, and our carry-ons, we had, you know, basic things that we would need in case our luggage lost us. So just our toothbrushes, some clothes, some bathing suits, you know, just in case. In our large suitcases, we had some of our food items that we didn't want to leave at home, like some of our lotions, deodorant, shoes, clothes for any occasion, you know, our electronics. We just had to make sure that we had everything that we would want to bring with us. So that was really hard. We only had up to 52 pounds, and Christian was actually the overpacker in this situation. It wasn't me. So yeah, that was a mess. We actually made it to the airport like right on time. We almost would have missed our flight. We had like 5 minutes left to check our bags. So that was crazy. I should have filmed that experience, but it was too much going on. So most of the stuff we had to get rid of or put in storage. We put some stuff in storage. We gave some stuff away. We sold some stuff. You have to figure out what you want to do with your car, sell your car, do all of those things. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I just can't believe we did this. You want to make sure that you have all of your documentation. So again, Mexico, you can stay in Mexico for up to 6 months without a visa. You want to make sure you have your passport, a valid passport. You want to make sure that you have your IDs. You can fill out a form on the US Embassy. I can link this stuff below just to let them know where you're going, where you're going to be at. Give them your address and stuff like that, just for safety reasons. Let's see. You want to make sure that you get some pesos. A lot of places here, they do take card, especially in the like touristy areas, but if you go and you're walking on the street and you want some street food and stuff like that, they take pesos. So you want to make sure that you have some pesos. There are a lot of places that will convert money for you, but you have to have the cash. You have to have the US dollars, and then they convert it to pesos. It can be really tricky trying to figure out the math when it comes to pesos and stuff like that. So I would just say, if you can, go to your bank. Like, my bank converts money for free. If we would have did it in time, we would have had the money, you know, in advance. Unfortunately, because we were just like, let's just go, we just did this kind of, it wasn't spur of the moment. We had talked about it, we thought about it, we discussed, we planned, but it didn't get real until it got real, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it didn't get real to where we were going until like the night before. We were up all night, trying to finish packing and get everything together so we could leave. I don't recommend doing that. And so that's how we moved to Mexico. That's why we chose Playa del Carmen. I love it so far. I want you all to stay tuned in my journey. Like, I'm going to show you everything that we'll be doing this weekend. We're going to Cozumel. I'm so excited for that. Alani loves it. She already made her first Spanish speaking friends, so hopefully they can teach each other their language. You know, she teach Alani Spanish and Alani teach her English. They can't communicate with each other, so it's so cute. They just draw each other pictures to kind of say what they need to say to each other. It's so sweet. It's the sweetest thing. And I mean, people have asked me, am I scared? Do you think you'll be, you know, experience racism? You know, don't go out. My mom's like, don't you go out wearing skimpy clothes, you know, all types of stuff. My mom has never been out the country, guys. Don't let people's fears project on you. Like, there's way worse things happening in America to Black people. Don't let fear be something that stops you from coming to Mexico or going anywhere. Take a chance. If you want to go, go. If I can do it, you can do it. And yeah, so again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, please, please, please hit the subscribe button. Help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you're following me on Instagram or TikTok, thank you. I'm really trying to stay consistent with it and bring you guys along on this journey. I'm a very quiet and reserved person, and sometimes I can be very shy, so it is hard for me to pick up the camera, get on here and speak and talk to you guys all day or every day and share my every move, but I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to get outside of my comfort zone and make a whole bunch of content because I feel like this is my calling. This is what I was meant to do. I just want to share my experience with you all. And I thank you for watching. Bye.